G'day fishers, Caitlin from OzFish here with the regular update on all things habitat restoration from around the country. We recently launched our Reefs for Recovery campaign in South Australia, raising donations for projects on the ground to help combat the harmful algal bloom. Hitting the ground running, over 50 OzFishers recently came together to build 1,200 reef units in a single day. More events are planned, with mussel habitat units also featuring in restoration efforts. 4 new Tangle bins have been installed around Port Adelaide, with 3 cleanups in the same areas removing over 60 kilograms of rubbish, and we also joined forces with Victor Harbour school students for a carp out in the Goolwa Channel. The life cycle of Eddie the short fin eel has been featuring in the southeast SA Western Vic region, with Yarl Primary School students working on a short film that will be shown at the SA Nature Festival. Super Science Saturday saw a live oyster display in at the Mount Gambier Library, highlighting the important role of shellfish in filtering water. Following the installation of 4 new Tangle bins in the Mount Gambier region, we're expanding into southwest Victoria with a further 7 bins to be installed in the Glenelg catchment. In Western Australia, 21 waterways in the Perth Metro region are in line for the trap and zap treatment, with invasive carp and goldfish the target species. Trials for seed bank transplants for Halophila seagrass are underway in the Leschenault estuary, with early monitoring of the sandbags up north in Shark Bay showing positive results from the recent deployment of wireweed seagrass seedlings. Australia's biggest seagrass restoration program in Cockburn Sound is gearing up for another year, with the fruit sorting tanks finding a temporary new home in Rockingham. In the Northern Territory, the local chapter teamed up with the Larrakia Rangers for a cleanup at Bundilla Beach, clearing the entire beach of litter. A nature doco screening at the Deck Chair Cinema saw locals drop by our OzFish store for a chat, and the Gone Fishing Day event at Nightcliff Jetty was a hit, with over 20 young local kids enjoying the fishing. In November, you'll find us in action at the Nightcliff Market, talking about our upcoming projects in the region. The seagrass season in North Queensland is in full swing, with the crew enlisting the help of a hovercraft to reduce disturbance at restoration sites. Unlike other states, they're collecting seagrass flowers in areas around Gladstone, Airlie Beach and Serena, and then transporting them to nurseries to grow on further. The Cairns and Marillion Harbour project, now in its 5th year, is aiming to plant 16,000 shoots this year alone. Creekwatch is expanding on its regular program to sites at Magnetic Island, with designs progressing to remove 2 fish barriers in Saltwater Creek soon. Travellers heading over the Centenary Bridge in southeast Queensland will be driving over 100 freshly installed reef restoration units, with the new rock revetment wall in Tincan Bay Harbour also receiving a mixture of shellfish baskets, doonas and logs. Over 3,500 trees have been planted in the tidal reaches of Saltwater Creek, providing a buffer for the area's important salt marsh. Big plans for the endangered Mary River cod in the Coomera River, with habitat mapping and eDNA sampling underway soon to identify the best areas for habitat restoration works. In coastal New South Wales, the Hunter Wetlands Fisher Science Monitoring has started, tracking wetland health and fish populations before and after a local restoration project. In Canberra, a sold-out Fish Talks event drummed up interest in local projects on the Murrumbidgee, and the camp-out experience at the Sandin River saw 20 OzFishers get together for a weekend of hands-on learning and, of course, fishing. The start of November will see Splendour in the Seagrass at Lake Macquarie, an event where locals can get together to learn about the upcoming project and enjoy some live music. The Basin team have been monitoring the rescued freshwater crayfish, with all their crays receiving a clean bill of health. Priority locations for in-stream habitat have been identified in Narkuya Creek, ready for 15 fish hotels to be deployed soon. Ongoing work at the Rock Fishway in Dubbo has ensured free passage for native fish migrating for the breeding season, and a multi-year waterway monitoring project with the First Peoples of Milawa Mallee Aboriginal Corporation is now underway, with water sampling and eDNA to track ecosystem health in the region. In Victoria, the shellfish action from winter has continued, with a further 2 tonne of shell now back in Port Phillip Bay. 5,000 trees and 30 fish hotels have found their home at Darebin Creek, and the team have been back out at Lake Epilogue recently, checking the snags we installed last year and their newest fishy residents. With the weather warming up, it's almost mangrove season again, with our projects in Western Port Bay ramping up, with new sites on the horizon. That's it for this update, but if you're keen to get involved in any of the projects, head to ozfish.org.au and check out the upcoming events.